Adyong halos maubusan na ng laway sa kanilang walang tigil na pamumuna sa Supreme Court at Senado. Mga kongresista nagluluksa pa rin sa naging kinahantungan ng impeachment. Pero bago ang lahat, kung hindi pa kayo nakapag-subscribe sa channel na ito, please do subscribe para mas maging updated pa kayo sa mga susunod kong mga videos. Ngarag na nga sa kaba si Joel Chua at mga kasosyo nito matapos ang naging pasya ng Senate Impeachment Court kamakailan. Nagmamakaawa na nga ang mga ito sa Korte Suprema na baliktarin ang kanilang desisyon at palabasing hindi talaga lumabag sa konstitusyon ang impeachment complaint.
Maraming salamat. Sa amin pong paniniwala, hindi pa po tapos ang laban. Tayo po ay patuloy pa rin umaasa na mabibigyan ng due process. Ang hindi lamang po, dahil ang na-deny po ng due process dito ay ang taong bayan. Kaya tayo po ay umaasa na ito po ay pakikinggan tayo, lalong-lalo na po yung motion for reconsideration na amin pong inihain sa Korte Suprema.
Well, when I was watching actually what was being discussed and debated on yesterday, it came not as a surprise para po sa akin, considering the political alignments in the Senate. But it was there was a revelation, no? To some degree disappointing, kung ako tatanungin mo. At the same time, may revelation. Because remember, the motion to archive is actually the product of an amendment to the original motion which was to dismiss. So if you look at the pattern, even previously when they already had the initial discussion about whether or not Senate would continue on with the impeachment proceedings, meron na pong intention really to dismiss the case. So it was, to me, there's some sort of a revelation because they acted it on a very, very swift action. Considering the fact that there is no final judicial conclusion as to whether or not the impeachment proceeding will pursue because there's already the MR filed by our prosecutor. So wala pa talagang dismissal yan. So ako yun ang nakikita ko doon. It was expected, but it also revealed the intention, no? That the impeachment complaints would be probably shelved off, and the clamor for accountability is the victim of these actions that we have seen yesterday at the Senate.
So, since it was already archived, and assuming that the Supreme Court will grant or will reverse its ruling through the motion for reconsideration, do you think the Senate will follow? Or kumbaga, ibubuhayin po ba nila ulit yung impeachment since archived na po siya?
Well, I would hope so. Dahil unang-una, the premise by which the decision of the Senate na to archive yung impeachment complaint is born out from the argument that the Supreme Court has made its unanimous decision on the matter. So if ever, at saka sinabi naman ng mga ibang senador doon na mayroong mga instances na although unanimous yung decision ng Supreme Court, na-reverse naman din nila. So if there's a chance, for example, if that happens in this particular case, that the Supreme Court would have a reversal of decision from the prior decision that they had made so far as the impeachment complaint, I would hope that the Senate would also act on it and revive the discussion on the impeachment and convene again as an impeachment court because that's the logic behind their argument. So dapat buhayin nila yan. That's why sinabi ni Kong Joel, Chairman Joel, na hindi pa tapos ang laban kasi may MR pa naman. And they can already go back and then discuss about the impeachment or convene again as an impeachment court should Supreme Court reverse their decision. Pero ang sa akin, ang fear ko dyan is would that also be subject for votation again? Because they have acted on a motion to archive. So naturally, you cannot just simply retrieve it, unilaterally. So, the issue now is, if there's going to be another debate whether to retrieve it or not, given, for example, assuming that Supreme Court will reverse its decision.
Okay. You've mentioned about the votation, sir. Kung titingnan yung numbers last night, pretty obvious na you've mentioned about the political alignments nga po no among the senators. Pero sa tingin po ba ninyo kung sakaling i-reverse nga po yung ruling, buhayin yung impeachment, pinakinggan po yung side po ninyo, nakapag-present po kayo ng mga ebidensya, same pa rin po kaya yung magiging resulta ng botohan since sabi nyo nga po parang may political alignments na. Although, hindi pa naman nagsisimula talaga yung trial proper and it's still, kumbaga, parang preempt pa. Pero, posible ba magbago yung ganong resulta ng pagboto?
Ako, yun lang naman talaga yung inaasam natin, no, ang taong bayan, na marinig yung mga allegations, mapagbigyan ang Vice Presidente ng pagkakataon depensahan ng kanyang sarili. Wala pa ho tayo doon sa merits ng complaints. Ang pinag-uusapan pa dito is yung procedural and technicalities nga eh. That's why, for me, personally, I would say these are all distractions kasi nawawala tayo dun sa real issue which is the clamor for public accountability. Kung na-open na po yan at yung magkabilang panig, andito po yung isa sa ating prosecution team, magkaroon po ng ebidensya, mapresent ang ebidensya. Ako, ang aking paniwala po ay wala namang, no decision really is cast on stones. Anything can change. No? Even the Supreme Court has changed its decision many times over at sinabi naman yun ng ating kagalang-galang na senador. So ako naniniwala ko if the impeachment court continues on and allow both panels, the defense and the prosecution to present their evidences, their witnesses, there's going to be probably, I hope, and I'm sure of it, that some of these senators who are really limited to only focusing on the technicalities must also see the bigger picture, which is accountability.
Tama po ba yung pagkakaintindi ko? Ang tanong ninyo, kung sakasakaling magbago ang desisyon ng Korte Suprema, kung ganun pa rin ang numero kung ito'y bubuhayin pag magbobotohan?
Opo.
Tingin ko po dapat unanimous. Kasi meron pong 5. Tapos may 19 po na hindi po, na bumoto po na i-archive. Tama po ba? So, dapat po maging unanimous. Kasi po itong 19, ang sinasabi po nila, tinadahilan nila ay yung ruling ng Korte Suprema. So, kung magre-reverse po ang Korte Suprema sa kanilang ruling, dahil yun po ang sinasabi nila, adherence to the law, so dapat po lahat sila ay bumoto para buhayin ito.
Last point na lang po. Kung Joel, may clamors po, may mga nagsasabi na kung sakasakaling tuluyan nga pong hindi umusad or mamatay na talaga yung impeachment against the Vice President, ay meron pa naman daw pong other venues such as House hearings. So, you being the chair of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability, although kailangan nga po ng resolution for inquiries in aid of legislation, but will you pursue the issues kumbaga surrounding the Vice President sa good government and public accountability para lang maituloy kumbaga yung mga hindi na ipe-present sa Senate sa Senate Impeachment Court na dapat ay marinig po ng taong bayan?
Doon po sa articles of impeachment, dalawa lamang po ang nakapaloob po dito na amin pong hinir. Now, when it comes to the issue of confidential fund at saka yung bribery issue, ito po ay nagsumiti na po kami sa plenaryo ng aming recommendation. So, sa ngayon po, wala pa pong pinag-uusapan dahil sa ngayon nasa proseso pa po kami ng pagbubuo ng mga committee at kung sino po ang mga magiging miyembro. So, sa ngayon, wala pa pong pinag-uusapan tungkol po dyan.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Haji. We will take the next questions from Milky Regonan of DZRH.
Good afternoon, Congressman. Sa nominal voting kagabi ng mga senators, instead of explaining their votes, most of them attack the House Speaker. Your comments, please.
Kami po kasi, hindi po kami nagre-resort sa mga ad hominem. So kami po ginagalang po namin ang Senado at ang mga, lalong-lalo na, ang Senado bilang isang institusyon. Kaya kami po magtatrabaho lamang po dito sa Kongreso, pero kami po kasi ay ang nire-representa po namin dito ay yung taong bayan, at yung taong bayan po ay natili pong nagtatanong. At tinatanong po ng taong bayan kung nasaan po napunta yung mahigit kalahating bilyong piso na nawawala po. Tinatanong rin po ng taong bayan kung nasaan at kung sino si Mary Grace Piatos. So, ito po, hindi po ito mariresolba sa pamamagitan po ng pag-atake sa aming House Speaker dahil ang issue po dito ay accountability. Ngayon, ang tanong ko po, ano po ba ang iniiwasan at pinoprotektahan nila?